Hello and welcome. Today we will be doing our final installment of assembling SCA legal arrows. Now we had already done the tips, the fletching or the nocks. We straightened the arrows. We put the sealant on the arrows. Now the only thing left is to put the fletchings on the back or um, the feathers. Now in the SCA we actually use real feathers. We don't use the plastic stuff. So there are different ways to get these feathers. Now you could actually use a feather like this is a peacock feather, and slice it and then cut it the way you want to. Or you can get these pre-made that are cut, that are sliced, but then you can put them in any design you want. Now there's different ways to make the designs. There's a whole bunch of different designs that you could use. Um, and so for one of the things, one I use is I use choppers. Now this is a chopper. Has the design that you want on here. You put the fletching in the proper direction. You put it in. You smack it, and what comes out is a arrow fletching that you could use for doing for making the arrows. Now, so I'm going to lower the camera so you can see. Okay, I have a 6-arrow fletching jig, and I'm going to use it for one arrow. So how you do this is simple. Is you use the clamp. You put the fletching in the clamp. I have it marked so that I know how far up the arrow I want the fletching to be. And give it a little space. Get your fletch tight glue like this. Make sure you don't use too much glue. It's coming out pretty fast already. Alright. Okay, and just slide it in here. And make sure it's as straight as can be. And if there's any excess glue, wipe it down. And that's it. You just wait for it to wait for a few minutes for it to dry. And when you're done, you will turn the little knob that's in here to the next spot, and you put the next arrow on. I always start with the what we call the cock arrow, or the arrow that's the different color than any of the or the fletching, not the arrow, the fletching that is different color than any of the other ones, because that lines up perfectly with a straight with the knock, and it's easier to start with that and then go one direction. Now with fletchings, like I have here, that I had the pre-cut ones that I didn't have to cut at all. With fletchings, you could use there are right wing and left wing. It really doesn't matter which. There are left helix and right helix. Again, it doesn't matter which, but you should use all of the same. For some reason, it may differ in the way it shoots left or right. Um, uh, and that's about it for arrow making for this session. And once we are finished, you get a nice arrow just like this. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, I am Baron Nikos Phaistos of the Barony of Altavia in Caid, and you can get to my email through the website there at sca-caid.org or altavia-caid.org. That's CAID. And if you have any questions, I am happy to help. That's it for me today, and happy shooting, guys.